So I started trading with this crypto trading bot, and I made $25 a day, completely passive income. And I want to share with you kind of how I got started on this journey. Is something that you'd want to be able to do that too. I'm going to explain to you how I understand how this bot works, the pros and cons, why you would want to use this bot, how much I made throughout this whole experiment is really what it is. I'm brand new to this, so I'm just really experimenting, and the strategies that I implemented and that how you could get started as well. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. Hit subscribe if you like this type of video. I'm just a cowboy. I'm not your financial advisor. So this is just me learning, okay? So let me tell you a story, okay? So in the month of June, I perfectly traded Bitcoin 6 times, okay? And in that 6 times, I made a couple $1,000s. I have a whole video about it. But the problem was I was emotional. I was always checking my phone. I was worried all the time. I didn't know like if things were going up or down, so I was second guessing myself. Nonsense, okay? I don't want to subject myself to that. I thought I could get a handle of my emotions. I can't, okay? I can't. So I wanted to take the emotional component out of it. I wanted to go strictly mathematics. I'm like, big stick, big red stick, buy, green stick, sell. But then sometimes that doesn't work. I want to stick with mathematics and just the plain facts. So I started looking into trading with a bot, and there was a lot of different bots out there. Some of them are for free. A lot of them are for free actually, and you could go on different exchanges or whatever. And for whatever reason, I didn't like any of those, but I landed on a particular bot called 3 Commas, okay? And you'll see me demo this. I'm not getting paid by them right now. It's just something that I picked. I thought it was the best one. But there are certain pros and cons to this thing. Number one pro is that there is no emotion. It takes the emotion completely out of it. You take the human element of where like, oh, I need to FOMO into this. I'm going to miss this run. No, look, it takes it all out of that. Number two, it's strictly based on math, no emotion. It's just really based on mathematics. Did it jump this percentage or did it drop this percentage? And then it does the suggested actions that you program it to. Number three, it's completely passive, 24/7. It trades all the time. You should see a list of my orders. It's like sell, 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 buy, buy, buy. It's like a whole list, like hundreds of orders, in a row. And I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up myself. Cons, and this was a big con for me, is it doesn't take in the macro environment. And as you know, the war in Ukraine, the Fed saying some nonsense, all this XYZ, there's some macroeconomics that has to be brought into it, especially now, because I think crypto traders have become macro economists. So I think that's a very useful skill to have in this. All right, so how much did I make? How does this all work? Let me explain everything to you in very lizard brain terms, okay? Pretend that this is the chart for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin usually moves like this, right? It goes ups and downs, and then bigger ups and bigger downs. Okay, so say you have $1,000 to trade with this bot, and you buy in with, let's say, $200 at this point, okay? Well, you can program then the movement of that little wick or that little movement up, and if that's a percentage, it will then sell X amount, right? X amount of your Bitcoin. So you buy in with like $200 here, right? $200 of your 1,000. Sorry, that's the 2,000. $200 with that area, and it will sell that percentage or a percentage for how it moves up. If it drops down a certain percentage, it'll then buy. You'll buy in there, and then so on and so forth. It just sells and buys based on the percentage that you set. So for me, I set a 1.5% difference. If it goes up 1.5%, take profit. It goes down 1.5%, then buy. And so it does that throughout. Now, eventually you're going to buy here, and then it's going to keep dropping here, here, and here. Well, that's when it takes the rest of your money here. So like I only bought it with 200 here. So it's going to open up and double down on these deals, averaging your way all the way down, okay, until you run out of money. Well, how do you make money back? Well, it skips this whole area. This area is not, it's done trading because it's ran out of money in your reserves. And then it starts selling slightly above there. And that's when it sells. And that's called, closing a deal. And that's how that works. And so that's very simple. I'm sure it does get a lot more technical than that. But for this explanation, that's how a DCA bot works. And this is the type of bot that I had. And so I'm going to show you exactly how much I made right now, okay? So this is my bot. It's a DCA. I also have a grid bot that I ran, and I could make another video on kind of how I learned how that works too. But I'm using my exchange is Binance US, and let me just explain one thing. So you could see here that my trading pair is Bitcoin to BUSD. Okay, I chose Binance.us and Bitcoin because of two primary reasons. One, if I'm stuck holding the bag, it's not of a volatile, crappy coin that I don't like some like coin that I don't know anything about. It's Bitcoin. If I'm stuck holding the bag, it drops all the way down, and I'm buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Well, I just bought all the Bitcoin. Okay, I'm okay with that. Bitcoin to me is the longest lasting asset in the crypto space, so I have no problem owning Bitcoin. Number two, there are zero trading fees when trading with trading with Binance. So that was a very big pro for me. So I could make a whole bunch of trades and not have to pay any fees. And so that's why I chose Binance US, and then I chose Bitcoin. Now there are other bots here that play with a whole bunch of different coins and different exchanges and all that stuff. I kept it lizard brain. I kept it simple. And my base order size, that means how much I just buy in with, is 500 BUSD. And my safety order size when selling is 500 BUSD. Max safety order count is 10, so that's $5,000. So 500 times 10. And then safety order size 2, take profit at 1.5%, stop loss off. And you see this, I created this at 7:15, July 15th. It was right towards the end of the Fed. I ended up stopping right before the Fed came out with their, inflation hike, because I didn't know where the market was going. I thought it was going to go down, and it looked like it stayed, pretty standard, even a little bit of a rally. So I ran this for about 5 days, and I made about $125, about $25 a day. Some of the bottom, some of the smaller parameters in the deal start conditions: RSI crossing below 36, 5M7. TA preset 5M, MACD 12, 26, and 9. Just for some presets you could see there. I'm not going to go into all that. This is not that technical. I'm not a technical type of guy, you know what I mean? Like, I make fun of TA, dudes, it's astrology for the boys, for the nerds. And so I'm not really into all that, but that's just my settings here. Now, if I go into, let's see here, I could actually take it all out here. If I go into, see, my total profit is $124. That's about $25 a day. This is what 3 commas is. I recommend you. I recommend it. You could. There's a link down below. I guess it's my referral link. As you can tell, I use the free plan. So if you're using this type of strategy, and I'm not even saying I'm the best, right? This is just something I learned for those reasons. There's a whole bunch of things that you could use, different coins, different strategies. The free plan worked for me. Okay, I just needed one bot. I wanted to do this, so I DCA'd with this bot. I thought it was very useful. But one thing that, like a strategy that we could pivot towards, right? And how should I say this? The strategy is this. I've found that in a sideways market, I think it's the best. I think if you're trading in a sideways market, I think that has the most potential to make you the most money, because there's not these crazy drops and there's not these crazy highs. So if you think it's going to be a sideways market for a while, maybe the bot is for you. But if you're like me and you don't want to try to figure out all this kind of stuff, you just want to copy the presets, the settings that people already have, well, 3 commas has got your back here. Okay, so you could go into DCA bot right here, and then you go into presets, and it gives you totally free the presets of other people's bots and just the type of profit that they did last month. So you could take this one and really just copy the bot here. It's as easy as copying the bot, and then you could launch it on your own. Like you saw how I just, okay, no, because I'm not in the same market. Okay, so basically I need to go back here. Let's see, presets, and then the exchange. I gotta do Binance.us. Okay, there we go. Now this one is Binance.us, and it's trading off a Chainlink, and it made 21% profit last month. So that's more profit than I would have made. But yeah, so I went in with $10,000, by the way. So I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I meant 10,000. This one made 27%. So if I would have went with this last month, I would have made 27% off $10,000, which is $2,500 in a month. Totally passive. Incredible. Okay, so, and it's trading one coin. Okay, one coin here. This one's trading Bitcoin. So this would have been, I should have gone with this one. This is my strategy, Bitcoin only. And so like you just go shopping, copy bot, and it's totally free. Like this is so crazy. Look at this, copy bot, and then I'm ready to go. I could probably, and then you said, this is a USD long bot, average profit per day, half a percentage point. Yeah, this is fantastic. And I could just start this thing because I've already linked my account, my Binance.us account in there. I think that's a fantastic strategy. Okay, if you're someone like me who doesn't know the technical jargons, you got to know a little bit about TA, strategy. I went and watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I have a crypto trading team that I trade with and that I converse with, all these kind of stuff. They're all smarter than me. I'm just the guy, the talking head. You know what I mean? So I really recommend you check out 3 Commas. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is totally, you could get started for free. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing better with free, with no transactions on Binance.us or Binance or whatever. I'm sure other exchanges have that. I'm not getting sponsored by this video, but if you'd like to send me, if you want to try different strategies and use multiple bots, then you have to start to pay in the subscription. I don't know what it is, but maybe I get some kind of referral fee or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.